Hi guys, I'm Gaurav and I'm here with my dear friend Dimitris.
Hi
He's
guys.
from Greece and we are sitting near Westfield Mall in Shepherd's Bush. So today I'll be talking to Dimitris about his life and experiences about London. Let's see what he has to say. So hi Dimitris, welcome to
Hello.
my channel.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting me.
Yeah. So, Dimitris, can you tell a little bit more about yourself, where you're from, what you do, and when did you come to London?
I come from Greece.
Okay.
My main passion is investing. So I do things about investing, and I came three years ago
Okay.
here.
3 years ago.
Yeah.
So 3 years is a long time. I came around 4 months. I came around 4 months back. So.
Yeah. And you haven't seen a lot because of the lockdown.
Yeah.
Because almost a year was lost due to the lockdown. But
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's the experience is amazing here in London. I mean, it's it's a life changing experience being in London.
Okay. I mean, can you explain a little bit more? Why do you think it's amazing? What exactly do you like about London? Yeah.
I like that it's multicultural, that you can find people from all over the world,
Okay.
and you can find a lot of people that they have this type of mentality. I mean, they left their countries, they chose to travel. So you will find a lot of people that they have this open mentality, and
Okay.
you get great experiences. And the best way to know a culture is when you make friends. Then when you can understand a culture, you can understand something. Because
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that's a great way of looking at it. So, how about something that you don't like about London? Are there any things that you don't like?
Yeah, the most obvious is the weather.
Everybody
But yeah,
says about
but
weather.
I don't think that the weather is the most important aspect in life.
Yeah, yeah.
So, and then there are certain things. I mean, there are certain things that I have appreciated my country more by coming to London. There are certain things that I appreciate in my country
Okay.
now. So I'm not saying that to say that, but I have seen that maybe people in Greece are happier.
Yeah.
So there are certain aspects of life that make people happier.
Yeah.
And I came here and I want to keep those elements that they come from my Greek culture, but also be open and experience things that make London great. And
Okay. So, again, coming back to what you like or dislike, let's say if you have to choose two things
yeah.
that you like about London and two things that you dislike about London, what will that be? Apart from, let's say, weather, I'm not taking that point anymore.
Yeah.
Everybody talks about weather. I love the weather.
All right.
Yeah. So, let's talk about two things that you like and two things that you don't like apart from weather.
Okay, so let's start with a bad. Okay.
Oh, bad,
Let's
okay.
start with a good. Okay, the thing is that the open-mindedness and
Yeah.
the multicultural
Yes.
the multicultural state, and that you always have something to do. I mean, it's a city that it can never be boring. I mean, every day you have
True, true.
plenty of options. You can meet plenty of people.
True.
It can't be boring. That's the other thing is I like how the system is here compared to Greece. That we have bureaucracy,
Yeah.
the way that people, they follow the law. It's something that for me it's very important. I mean, I couldn't relate very well with the Greek mentality and the Greek system.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's something that I really enjoy. And I mean, I was stressed about the situation in Greece, and here I feel very, very well. Those are the two basic things,
Good things.
the good things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now the bad ones.
The bad things now. Let me think for the bad things. Yeah, the bad things. I think that when you have plenty of options,
Yeah.
like you can meet every day somebody. Because of that, when you have plenty of options,
Okay. I know where you're
some-
coming from.
no, sometimes when you have plenty of options, you
You get confused,
yeah,
distracted.
Yeah, you get so that's why it's more difficult to
Okay.
come closer to
Yeah.
people. Sometimes it's much more difficult to come closer to people,
Yeah.
and in any type of relationship. So,
Yeah.
like there is a lot of quantity, and sometimes you don't have the time to get deeper because you always get distracted.
Yeah.
So that's a problem of something that I don't like in the and then
Okay.
while I like the independence, like the thing in independent way,
Yeah.
I think that somebody should have independent mind, but also a heart to share. Like, and okay, that's a generalization,
Yeah.
but I think that sometimes this individualism lead people to think only of themselves, which is bad. It's good in terms of independence, that
Yeah.
you have the right to do whatever is good for you. You have to be unique. You have to do the things in your own way.
Yeah.
But on the other side, you have to share your heart. You don't have to be like this ego that everything should be around you. And this is something that maybe I think that some people here, with the independence, they also,
Yeah.
this some more selfishness, something like
Yeah.
that.
Selfish.
Yeah.
Yes.
But that's a generalization. You can always find wonderful people
Yeah.
wherever in the world, wherever.
Yeah, definitely. Every country, every place has wonderful people. I mean, and that's very deep. Whatever you said, I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm blown away about what you said. So, okay. How about food? Do you like the food here? Do you find your Greek
I'm
food
very-
here?
I'm very easy with food. I mean, I can distinct something that it's good or not good, but I'm very easy with food. It's not something that bothers me a lot, and mostly I enjoy the company of people.
Okay.
So if there are good people around, I don't bother. I mean, I miss sometimes the Greek food, but I mean, it's people that make the place for me. That's how I feel. It doesn't matter if you can be in McDonald's and
Yeah, yeah. So do you find Greek food here? I mean, are there Greek restaurants here in London?
I don't eat often, but okay, it's okay. I mean, sometimes the ingredients will not be the same, but
Yeah.
it's quite okay. Sometimes that I have tried here, it's okay.
What are the kind of foods you have you have tried here?
Indian food. I haven't tried a lot. I mean, I'm not a
Okay.
guy of like
Okay.
it's food is not something that
Oh, I mean, you don't worry too much about the kind of
No,
food you
no,
eat.
no, no,
Okay.
no.
Yeah, that's
I mean,
great. Yeah.
I mean, I care to be healthy.
Yeah.
I care, but I don't eat healthy. But I care about this aspect. But then it's not something that bothers me a lot in life. I don't find it as it's a great satisfaction,
Yeah.
but I don't find it as something important. It doesn't consume a lot of my thought and my dreams. I mean, when I'm dreaming at night, I'm not dreaming on food.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, some people, they worry too much about food, so their life becomes miserable when they go to a country or a place where they can't find good food,
No,
right?
no.
And then they start about thinking. I mean, they start thinking about leaving that country. They miss their own country, and then finally they end up being dissatisfied or unhappy, which is not good. So I think it's a good thing about you that you don't think too much about food and you worry about your life.
I
your
think
work.
too much
Yeah.
about investing. That's the problem.
That's great.
For people that they like
Yeah.
investing, that's not a problem. But for people that they don't like it, no, I'll be very boring with you.
Yeah. Okay. So let's talk about your favorite places. Which are the favorite places? Maybe you can tell 1, 2, 3, whatever in London, in or around London.
what impressed me a lot in London is Canary Wharf. I mean, okay,
Yes, beautiful area.
yeah. I mean, you can see the old buildings in London everywhere, and that's.
Yeah,
But because we have ancient and old buildings in, in Greece, it was not something that impressed me. It's something nice that they preserve here,
Yeah.
the architecture and everything. That's amazing. But we don't have tall buildings or this type of urban environment. So when I went to Canary Wharf, it was the first time that like I saw the skyscrapers, and for me that landscape as a city landscape is the most impressive. So it's one of the.
yeah.
Then I like the Millennium Bridge. The Millennium Bridge.
Okay. I haven't seen it. Yeah. But
Yeah, if you pass
Yeah.
from there, I
Okay.
like how it looks like. And then, yeah, I mean those are. And then I like the parks. The parks that they have here are very beautiful
Yeah.
and huge.
Which is your favorite park?
Regents is a
Regent's Park.
yeah, it's
Okay. The one with the zoo as well, right?
yeah.
Regent's Park has a zoo in it, right? A small zoo.
Does it? Maybe.
Yeah, I think it has
Yeah.
it. Yeah. How about Primrose Hill? It has such a beautiful,
Yeah, it's got-
beautiful location, right? So,
Yeah, it's only hill, but no,
Yeah.
again, not for me, not very impressive
Yeah.
because Greece is a mountainous country, and
Okay, okay.
every
Yeah.
city will have like
Yes.
a little mountain next
Yes,
to it.
yes,
So
yeah.
for me, like this hill is something that it's normal. I mean, if you are in Greece, it will be rare to be in a plane. So you will be in a hill, and always you will have this view and great landscape. So for me, the landscape here, I mean, in London is it's
Yeah.
not interesting at all. The landscape is just flat.
Yes.
But there are other things that they're beautiful. The parks and are beautiful.
Cool.
Indeed.
Okay. I think one last thing I want to talk about. What do you have to say about the people, British people, or the local people who live here? How do you like them, or do you not like them, or just tell me about them? Yeah.
I like them. What I have seen, and that's maybe a difference between the culture. I have
Yeah.
seen that it's much more easier
Yeah.
to connect with people that they are from Italy
Okay.
or Spain,
Yeah.
from South Europe. I have seen that it's easier to connect because sometimes communication is not only verbal things.
Yeah.
And it seems that because the culture is different, it happens that you can better connect with those nationalities.
Yes.
So with British people, if we have something common, like if I know somebody that they share this passion about investing, then you can come closer to them, and then through
Yeah.
that you can come closer. But randomly, I have seen that it's much more difficult to approach them, and I don't think it's something that they are they keep the distance or we keep the distance. I think it's a difference of color, and it needs more time. But
It happens everywhere, I think.
Yeah.
Even if you'll go to India, people are very friendly, but you need to put some effort.
yeah, to understand
Yeah.
how they think.
Yeah,
But I'm not one of those that. I mean, there are some people that they come here and they say bad things about British people,
Yeah.
and
I mean, I don't like that. I mean, British
I can't.
people are really good.
Yeah, I can't relate with that because I think that when you go somewhere,
Yeah.
these people have made the country that you
Yes.
like. You can't say that
Yeah.
you like their countries. You chose to come and live here, so there are certain things that they do
Yes.
they do well. So you have to respect them, and you have to admire what they have made here, and that
Yeah,
they have
correct.
welcomed you. Because if you don't, and if you are not thankful about that, I mean, you won't have good time. And the way that you will face them, if you have this mentality that okay, they are different,
Mm.
but they're everywhere. There are good people, and you have this mentality. I think that you will suffer. You won't suffer. You'll have a great time, and you won't suffer from this thing like feeling racism. I mean, I have seen that people that feel racism are those that sometimes they have a bad, so they see it everywhere. But if
Yes.
you are relaxed about it, of course some people will behave to you in a racist way, but it's not the majority. And if you have
Yeah.
this in your mind, it won't bother you. You
Yes.
may notice it sometimes, but you won't bother. And especially here, London generally is not a racist city.
Yeah.
It's a very open city.
Yeah.
I think the best place to be a foreigner,
Yeah.
it's not, you don't feel a foreigner here.
Yes.
It's
I agree 100%. I believe the same thing, that racism lies in your head.
yeah.
You know, if you keep treating every difference in the culture or every difference in opinion as racism, then you can't live this life,
Yeah.
you know, happily.
Yeah, exactly.
There is difference in opinion even between two twins,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Difference of culture between
Yeah.
two twins as well.
And sometimes if people are, let's say, more concerned
Yeah.
with somebody who comes from,
Yeah.
you also have to understand it, because, I mean, Greek people are very warm and very welcoming
Yeah.
for foreigners and tourists. But you will see that again they have their families. They might be not so open to
Yeah,
be
yeah.
friends with. So that's I think that's something that happens everywhere, and I don't consider it as racism. I mean, it's something that I don't, now that I have this experience, it's not something that I want to do. I want to connect with everybody, and
Yeah.
but I can understand it when people are not exposed to different cultures. I can understand it that they will
Yeah.
be. It doesn't mean that they have bad emotions or bad intentions, and I that's why I don't consider it as racism.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I agree, and I think me and Dimitris both agree that if you are living outside UK and if you want to move to a good foreign country to build your career, to build your life, to improve your standard of living, to grow in your career, then this is the best country to come here, right?
Yeah, and London is the best city to come. Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's the best
Yeah.
best international city.
Yes. London is, I think, the best city I've ever seen in my life. Yeah,
And we are
yeah.
very grateful and thankful for that.
Yes, we feel really privileged.
Yeah.
That we were given opportunity to come here and live here,
Yeah.
right, and be part of such an amazing culture, amazing people, and amazing country. So, anything else you want to add to it, or
No, if you
Yeah.
have anything,
I don't have anything, and maybe the next video we will do about value investing, which is your
Yeah.
favorite topic, right?
Yeah, it's my favorite topic.
Yeah. So I think it's time to say goodbye.
Okay.
So, goodbye, people. Me, Gaurav, and Dimitris. Bye bye. Take care.
Bye-bye. Bye.
Bye.